of you, welcome to another session on Resultant JE YouTube channel. I'm Vikas Sir, your faculty of Mechanical Engineering, and I'm here back again with some important questions on mechanical engineering subjects of thermodynamics, applied thermodynamics and fluid mechanics. So basically we are solving 300 plus most expected questions which are very important for your SSC JE and RRB JE exam. If you are preparing for RRB JE 2024, CBT2, obviously CBT2 you have to give, right? Those who are only preparing for CBT1, I want to tell you that, yeah, good. You have to qualify CBT1, but after qualifying, you have to ultimately give CBT2 also, right? So those who are preparing for CBT2, I am saying that that means you are very confident, and that for that confidence, it's very good that you guys are attending the session. One more thing that SSC JE CBT2, those who have cleared CBT1 of SSC JE, and first of all, congratulations. And if you are there in the session, or you will watch the recorded session, so CBT2 of SSC JE will be conducted in due course of time, maybe after 2 months. So these session will not only help you for RRB JE preparation, but also for SSC JE. So quickly join me for this session. Very good evening. Welcome. I hope all of you are doing fine. Hello, Subhadeep. Thank you, Subhadeep. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, today is Teachers' Day. So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session, and welcome to Resultant. I always bless, you have my blessings, my dear, and you will definitely succeed if you follow the right path. And in that right path, the consistency is important. I can see that you daily come in the classes, you are attending the sessions, right? You are one of the most consistent student. And I remember that when you were also paid course student in the previous organization. So I know that you will definitely succeed. Okay, just do the just prepare well your CBT1 exam for CBT1, and also be dedicated like this for CBT2 also. My dear students, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel of Resultant, then please do that. And also, just near the subscribe button, you will find a bell icon. If you press the bell icon, you will you can get the notification from this YouTube channel, and you will not miss any video from this channel. All are important videos, because on this channel we not only provide technical classes, we also provide you non-technical sessions. Also, those who have attended the session, joined the session, please do not forget to take out few seconds to like the session and share the session as well. On the special occasion of, yeah. So one more thing that I have to tell you, it's an announcement that only for today we are providing 60% off on all our courses of RRB JE. So if any one of you is preparing for RRB JE or wants to prepare for RRB JE 2024 with Resultant, then you can take our courses today. Only for today you will be getting 60% off. Okay, I will show you that particular image where you can see the prices of the course. This is my quick introduction. You can see that about my experience, about what study I have done, what qualification I have. These are the number of students I have mentored for these couple of exams, and these are the subjects I will be teaching you. At Resultant, we are currently offering 3 types of courses. One is focus batch for CBT1. Okay. Another is basically your, this is AIM batch only for CBT2. Okay, where technical classes will be provided to you in English language. And next is mission batch. It is a combined batch for CBT1 and CBT2. Okay, the price you can see, it is 9,990. But my friends, only for today, this is very important for all of you. If you have not joined Resultant batch, Resultant is providing 3 types of courses for RRB JE. One is focus batch. Today, if you purchase our focus batch, since we are providing 60% off, focus batch for CBT1 will be just at the cost of 1999. Okay, 1999. And mission batch, which is a combined batch for CBT1 and CBT2, CBT1 and CBT2 both, it is just at the cost of 399. One more thing I want to tell you, it's very important. Original price of the mission batch is 9,990. This was the previous slide, earlier discount 5,499, but now it is just 3,999. Mission batch is just 3,999 only for today. Only for today. 60% off. I think this will be the biggest discount we are providing. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Pushpin. Thank you so much. On Teachers Day, we are also providing you a very good offer on our courses. And you can see that the price of CBT1 batch is just 1,999. The price of mission batch is just 3,999. And if you want to prepare only for RRB JE CBT2 through AIM batch, it is just 2,399. But you can see this batch, I would advise for this batch. Because if you are confident, if you're not confident, that's not a problem. But if you are confident that you will be able to crack CBT1 and you will go for the second round, then you should definitely buy combined CBT1 and CBT2 batch. Okay, my advice to you guys. Hi Pavitra, very good evening, and thank you so much. Thank you. So that is the announcement, and sometimes many of you used to ask me, sir, when we can get maximum discount on Resultant. I want to study from Resultant, but when I can get maximum discount. It is only for today. 5th September is the day. Only for today this discount will be available to you. Okay, you can call on this number 799-131-0416. You can just give a call on this number, or you can mail at support@resultant.in. okay, if you want to join our courses. Okay, let's come to question number 1. A single cylinder diesel engine has a stroke volume of 800 cc. During operation, its compression ratio is 21. The clearance volume of the engine cylinder is. Those who have joined me for the session also take out few seconds to like and share the session as well. Okay. So this clearance volume you have to find. The compression ratio is given as 21. You know the formula, it's 1 plus stroke volume or sept volume to the clearance volume. This is a formula for finding the compression ratio. In this formula, you know the compression ratio is already given, stroke volume is given to you. So 21 is equal to 1 plus 800 by clearance volume. If you solve it, you will get clearance volume as 40 cc. Very simple. Yeah, you must be happy that the first question is so simple. But trust me, today I have got really nice question today, really good question. So you will definitely enjoy today's session. Yeah, the questions that I have selected for today's session that I have there in the PPT, they are very good. They're very, you are definitely going to learn something in today's session. A heat pump works on reverse Carnot cycle. The temperature in the condenser coil is 27 degrees Celsius and that in the evaporator coil is minus 23 degrees Celsius. For a work input of 1 kilowatt, how much is the heat pumped? How much is the heat pumped by the heat pump? So heat pump is a device which is used to maintain a system at high temperature as compared to surrounding. So this heat pump is trying to maintain the system at high temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. You have to find this heat. Okay. The work input is equal to 1 kilowatt and the lower temperature, that is temperature of the surrounding, is minus 23 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Hi Ujjwal Singh, hi. Thank you first of all. I understand, but teaching on my own YouTube channel will not, financially also it's required that I should have some financial backup. Okay, if I will be teaching on only my YouTube channel, may not give my, the financial need per month. We have to spend some money, room rent, vegetables, so many expenses. Right now you can see that. So it's not possible to continue these free classes on YouTube. I could have done that, but it was not possible to monetarily support my family in that case. So that is why I have to join some platform. It was required. Okay, but good thing is that this is a platform driven by faculty, and whatever classes I want to conduct, I can do that Only change you might feel is that the classes are in English. That's the only change. Okay. First of all, you can find the COP of the heat pump. The COP of the heat pump is the higher temperature divided by high minus low temperature. Okay. So high temperature is in Kelvin, it will be 300 Kelvin. This will be 250 Kelvin. Simple. This will be 300 divided by 50. So COP will be 6. Now you solve it. COP is equal to desired effect. It is equal to desired effect divided by power input. This is also the formula for COP. Desired effect is the heating effect. The power input is 1 kilowatt. So you can directly find it 6 kilowatt. Okay. Next, consider the following statement in respect of axial flow air compressor. An axial flow air compressor is often described as a reverse reaction turbine. You often call axial flow compressor as reverse reaction turbine. With 50% degree of reaction, the velocity diagram are symmetrical. Yes, that is true that axial flow compressor can be called as reverse reaction turbine because in reaction turbine we use a combination of fixed and moving blade, alternate fixed and moving blade, where fixed blade act as a nozzle and moving blade partially act as a nozzle. Okay, although in the case of reaction turbine, the fixed blade, the pressure will reduce and velocity will increase, while in the moving blade, the pressure will reduce and velocity will also reduce. But if you see in the axial flow compressor, if you see the geometry or the design of axial flow compressor, here also we use fixed blade and moving blade. Actually, firstly we use moving blade, then fixed blade. Okay. Firstly we use moving blade, and then fixed blade. So what happens in the moving blade? In the moving blade, the velocity is increased and little bit pressure is also increased. In the fixed blade, the velocity is reduced and the pressure is increased. So if you see, it is just opposite of, you can call it as opposite of reaction turbine. That is why it is reverse reaction turbine. And with 50% degree of reaction, the velocity diagram are symmetrical. Degree of reaction, if you want 50% degree of reaction, the velocity diagram of the axial flow compressor and reverse reaction turbine are symmetrical. So both 1 and 2 will be the right answer. For a single cylinder 4-stroke oil engine, indicated power is 15 kilowatt. Calorific value is 40,000 kilojoule per kg and the fuel consumed is 0.001 kg per second. What will be the indicated thermal efficiency? In this question, it is given that indicated power is 15 kilowatt and the calorific value of the fuel is equal to 40,000 kilojoule per kg. Mass of the fuel consumed is equal to 0.001 kilogram per second. Okay. एक छोटी सी बात याद आ गई मुझे, इसी शायद मूवी का पता नहीं कहाँ मैंने देखा था. मैंने सोचा तो था कि मैं भी अपना खुद का कुछ करूँगा, यूट्यूब चैनल कर लेता हूँ, और इसी वजह से मैंने 4 to 5 months कुछ नहीं किया. बट क्या होता है ना, जब आपके पास पैसे नहीं होते हैं ना, तो ये जो सपने होते हैं ना कि अपना कुछ बिल्ड करेंगे, जब आपको एक मंथली सैलरी की आदत हो जाती है ना, so it's very difficult to live without money for maybe 1 year and to burn your savings. Okay, अपनी सेविंग को ख़त्म करना, और फ्री में आप मोटिवेट हो सकते हैं कि चलो फ्री में पढ़ा दें, यूट्यूब चैनल बिल्ड करते हैं, ये करते हैं, बट सी जब महीने के खर्चे होते हैं ना, तो पता चलता है जब सेविंग्स उड़ने लग जाती हैं. सो दैट इज़ वाई सोचा मैंने था, बट I was in a need of joining any platform, and this is the best platform because I don't have any pressure here. It is a faculty driven platform. All the faculties are known faculties whom I have worked in the previous organization. Okay, so that is why it's I'm very happy here. Okay, there is no pressure. What is the indicated thermal efficiency? So how to solve this question? Indicated thermal efficiency is equal to indicated power divided by mass of the fuel into calorific value. Okay. And I don't feel shy in telling anything to you, because I believe that you should be honest with at least one person in your life, and that especially with the students, we should be honest with the students. So this is mass of the fuel is 0.001 into calorific value is 40,000. Okay, but when you try to solve this question, you will not get the right answer. Okay, so this is in kilojoule per kg, this is in kg per second, this is in kilowatt. Ideally, there is no problem in that. If you multiply with 100%, you should get the indicated thermal efficiency. Are you getting this value? Yes? Yeah, I'm very positive that this platform will grow, and see, it's a new platform. Students will come to know that, okay, the classes are being conducted, and slowly this will also grow. I'm very confident about this. So the answer will be 37.5%. Next question is, in the air standard cycle analysis of IC engine, which of the following statement is correct? If you analyze the air standard cycle, there are some assumptions that are being followed. In all the air standard cycle, we follow some assumptions. These assumptions are: the working fluid is perfect gas, working fluid is treated as perfect gas, the specific heat remains constant, Cp, Cv, gamma remains constant. Okay, so these are few assumptions. Here it is saying it is vary with temperature. Specific heat vary with temperature, wrong. There will be sudden change in the chemical equilibrium, wrong. Chemical equilibrium has to be maintained. There are no intake or exhaust process. Yes, intake and exhaust process are not considered here. In the case of air standard cycle, what we assume, we make an assumption that open cycle, although IC engine cycle is an open cycle, right, treated as a closed cycle. That means we will not consider, although in the actual engine what is there will be suction, there will be exhaust, right? But in the air standard cycle, we consider that open cycle. Open cycle has what process? Open cycle has a process of suction and exhaust, but these processes will not be considered here, treated as closed cycle in the air standard. This is also an important assumption. Which of the following statement is correct with reference to perpetual motion machine of first kind? Perpetual motion machine of first kind means PMM1. Perpetual stand for hypothetical. Hypothetical stand for something which is not practically possible or which is imaginary. First kind means a hypothetical device which violates the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, which violates the first law. So PMM1 is what? It is a device which tries to give you the work output, or from where you are getting the work without giving any energy as input. Produces work without receiving any heat. That is example of that is the case of PMM1. Device which is creating the work without taking anything as input. Is it possible? Is it possible that you want to eat biryani, let's say chicken biryani, and you tell your maid, okay, I want to eat chicken biryani, and but you don't provide the necessary ingredients. Neither you provide chicken, neither you provide rice, and you tell, okay, made chicken biryani for me. Is it possible? No. You have to give input to get the output in the form of biryani. Similarly, when you go to a bank to withdraw money, you cannot simply withdraw the money if you don't have a bank account, right? Or if you don't submit any money in the bank, how can you withdraw money? So you have to give some input in order to get the output, right? That is PMM1. Without input, you can't get the output. You cannot create the energy. The bore and stroke of the cylinder of a four-cylinder engine working on the Otto cycle are 17 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Total clearance volume is 10,000 centimeter cube. What is the compression ratio? Compression ratio is Again, this formula, remember this formula is very important. It is 1 plus sept volume by clearance volume or stroke volume by clearance volume. Okay. And in this question, the total clearance volume is given. What do you mean by total clearance volume? Total clearance volume means it is a clearance volume of 4 cylinder, total 4 cylinder. Okay. So we have to find the sept volume of 4 cylinder, that is all the 4 cylinders. How can you find the sept volume of all the 4 cylinder? It will be 4 into pi by 4 d square into L. Okay. In this question, the diameter, bore means diameter and the stroke means length, that stroke length is given. So you have to just solve it. It is pi by 4 into d square, that is 17 square, 289 into L, that is 30. Solve it. This will get cancelled out. 17 square is 289. So this will be 3.14 into 289 into 30. Solve it and put this value here. You will get the answer. Come on. Tell me everyone, what will be the value? So you will get this value as 27223.8 centimeter cube. So this will be 1 plus 27223.8 divided by 10,000. If you solve it, you will get the answer, which is 3.72. Are you all getting this value? Tell me. And yes, you can use calculator if you are preparing for SSC JE CBD2 and RRB JE CBD2. You can use calculator with full confidence. Okay, don't feel shy. Okay, use your calculator. You can use calculator of your mobile also. For a 1-ton refrigeration plant having the coefficient of performance as 4, what will be the rate of heat rejection by the condenser? You have to find the heat rejected by the condenser. 1-ton refrigeration, they are asking you to take 1-ton refrigeration as 3.5. Matlab they are saying that you can use it. Okay. Well, most of you already know that 1 ton is equal to 3.5 kilowatt or 210 kilojoule per minute, right? That is the value of 1-ton refrigeration. For 1-ton refrigerating plant, the COP is given as 4. What is the rate of heat rejection? So COP is 4 and COP is equal to desired effect, which is refrigeration effect, right? Desired effect by power input. Desired effect is here 1-ton refrigeration, and 1-ton refrigeration is 3.5 kilowatt by power input. First of all, you will get power input from here. Okay. When you get power input, heat rejected is equal to power input plus refrigeration effect. Let's put the values. Tell me what answer you are getting. Some of you are getting option D. Okay. Let me check also. See, if you know about me, I also don't do any type of calculation before coming here. Before coming the session, I don't solve any numerical or any question. Okay. Yeah, I do one thing, that I prepare the PPT. So just a second. Yeah, 4.375 is correct answer. So those who have given 4.375 as the answer, that is absolutely correct. Very good. Next question. Which of the following increases during sensible heating of the moist air? When we do sensible heating, so you will say, oh, sir, what's the problem? Sir, you have so many years of experience. Even without solving question, you can, that's not a problem. Yeah, it's not a problem, but I have to check whether, I don't know the right option. I can know the right option for a theory question by seeing the options, but not about the numerical question. I have to solve it. Which of the following increases during sensible heating? What is sensible heating? In the field of psychrometry, which is a part of air conditioning, sensible heating is the process of increasing the dry bulb temperature at constant specific humidity. When the specific humidity is kept constant, or the moisture is kept constant, and we try to increase the dry bulb temperature. The dry bulb temperature is dry bulb temperature is, sorry, what I am doing, sensible heating it is increasing. Sensible heating. So what will happen during sensible heating? About relative humidity, you know that simple concept. If it is any kind of heating, the relative humidity will decrease. Relative humidity will decrease if there is any kind of heating. It will decrease. Here it is asking which of the following will increase. So this will decrease, so this will not be the answer. Humidity ratio is specific humidity. Other name of humidity ratio is specific humidity. And I have already told you that specific humidity remains constant. So this will not be the answer. Wet bulb temperature. Yeah, wet bulb temperature are inclined lines. If you see, inclined lines will definitely increase. If you go in this direction, this is going to increase. So wet bulb temperature and specific volume are inclined line, they are going to increase. So 3 and 4 will increase. The right answer is option A. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? Because these two lines, these are inclined lines on the cyclometry chart. And if you see the nature of sensible heating process, the inclined line, because they are inclined line, if you go like this, if climbing a mountain, so the property is going to increase. Coming down the mountain, the property will decrease. Which line in the, there is one more property which is going to increase. Can you tell me the name of that property? It's specific enthalpy. This is also going to increase. Okay. And when we are talking about all the properties, why to not talk about dew point temperature? If specific humidity is constant, then dew point temperature will also be constant. So this will be the effect on all the property. PDF milti hai kya? Tarun Jana, don't worry. I was not able to get the PDF of this session because my Microsoft Office subscription was, it was over, and I was not having the subscription. So that's why I can't save the PDF. Due to some reason, I can't save the PDF. But now I'm going to have a Microsoft Office, and so I can save the PDF. So maybe from tomorrow onwards, I will be giving the PDF. Which line in the Mollet diagram are slightly curved in the horizontal direction and are drawn only below the saturation curve? Can you tell me which of the following will be drawn below the saturation curve? The point here is below the saturation curve in the Mollet diagram. So if you see the Mollet diagram, this is, my dear, is saturation curve. Only drawn below the saturation curve. This is saturation vapor curve. This is saturation liquid curve. But it is drawn below the saturation curve, not above. You know that constant pressure lines extend above the saturation curve. It goes here also. Constant temperature line also extend above. So these two will not be the answer. Specific volume lines also extend above. So only one thing is left, that is dryness fraction. So if you see, and you know the concept also, you know what is the concept, that dryness fraction is 0 here and 1 here. So it is definitely, these dryness fraction lines are curved lines. You can see these are the lines of constant dryness fraction, these curved lines. So they will only extend, they will be only below the saturation curve, because the dryness fraction maximum value is 1. This is saturated vapor line, and this is minimum value 0. So obviously it will lie in the saturation curve. Okay, below the saturation curve. The answer will be option B. Which of the following is not an example of forced vortex flow? What is the meaning of vortex flow? You must have seen the formation of these kind of vortices. There are so many practical examples. You must have seen this formation of vortices in your wash basin also. In the washing machine, you find the forced vortex, but in the wash basin, you will find the free vortex. Very similar to that. Which is not the example of forced vortex will be what? It will be, basically they are asking the example of free vortex. What is free vortex? In free vortex and forced vortex, the basic difference between the vortices, see, what is the vortex? The rotational motion of the fluid like this. This is the vortex formation. Okay. And what is free? Free vortex means no energy is given, no energy is supplied for for rotation of the fluid. This rotational motion, which is in the form of a spiral form, okay, of the fluid, no energy is supplied, but in force vortex some external energy is supplied. Some external energy or external work is required. External energy is supplied for creating vortex. Okay, it will not happen naturally. Okay, now of all the options given, the flow of liquid inside the impeller of a centrifugal pump, this is force vortex. Okay, the liquid contained in the cylinder rotated about its axis. Because cylinder is rotated, this is force vortex. The flow of liquid around a circular bend in a pipe. If there is a bend, if there is a bend in the pipe, then what is your role of creating this rotation of the fluid? The fluid is getting rotated because of the curvature of the bend. Okay, there is no role of external energy in that rotation or formation of the vortex. So the rotational motion or the whirl formation in the case of a bend is happen naturally. So this is free vortex. Flow of the water through runner of a turbine is force vortex. If the specific heat of a dry air and water vapor are 1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and 1.88 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, humidity ratio is 0.011, then specific heat of the moist air will be. The moist air is basically the sum of dry air and water vapor. It is composed of two important constituents: water vapor, which is known as moisture, and dry air, which is normal air. Okay, now you must have read this formula of finding the specific enthalpy of the moist air. You must have seen this formula. It is specific enthalpy of dry air plus specific humidity into 2500 plus 1.88 into dry bulb temperature in degree Celsius. Dry bulb temperature you have to keep in degree Celsius, but this is the formula for finding the specific enthalpy of the moist air. But here they are asking the specific heat of the moist air. The specific heat of the moist air will be also somewhat like this. It is specific heat of the dry air plus specific humidity into specific heat of water vapor. Simple. Actually, this formula of specific enthalpy of the moist air can also be written as specific enthalpy of dry air plus specific humidity into specific enthalpy of water vapor. It is also very similar to this. Okay, clear? Hi Neeraj, good evening, welcome to a session. So just need to put all the values which are given here. This is 1 plus this is 0.011 into 1.88. If you solve it, you will get 1.0207. Are you all getting this value? Yeah, if you solve it, 0.011 into 1.88. Next question. Which of the following statements are correct when related to thermodynamic system? So for thermodynamic system, they are talking about internal energy. We all know internal energy is a property. Yes, correct. Internal energy is path independent. Yes, because internal energy is not a path function. It is a point function. Internal energy is a point function or state function. It depends only on the initial final states. It does not depend on the path followed by the system. For example, if you are seeing a pressure volume diagram, for this pressure volume diagram, let's say there is a process 1 to 2 through path A, and there is also process 1 to 2 through path B. So if you have to find the change in internal energy for path 1A2, it will be only U2 minus U1. If you have to find the change in internal energy for path 1B2, it will be U2 minus U1. It is not dependent on the path. It is only dependent on initial final points. So it is path independent. The answer will be 1 and 2. 1 and 2, option B. Clear? Path dependent properties are not property. Path dependent are heat and work. They are path dependent. And they are determined by area under the PV curve. Okay, work is determined by area under the PV curve. Air is cooled sensibly from 40 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature and 29% relative humidity to 24 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature. What will be the bypass factor of the cooling coil if the surface of the cooling coil is maintained at temperature of 20? This question may look a little bit tricky to you because the type of data they have given, the kind of data they have given is a little bit confusing. Not confusing, my dear. This very simple question. We are actually having a cooling coil, and when the air which is at 40 degrees Celsius temperature, initial temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, is passing through the cooling coil, then its temperature gets reduced to 24 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the coil is 20 degrees Celsius. That's very simple. So whenever you have to find the bypass factor of cooling coil, if it is a cooling coil, the bypass factor will be, so if it is a cooling coil, then obviously highest temperature will be temperature of this inlet air. This will be the exit temperature, will be second highest temperature, and the lowest temperature will be this temperature coil. Bypass factor of the cooling coil will be T2 minus temperature of the coil over T1 minus temperature of the coil. So just solve it, you will get the answer. Tell me what value you are getting. Are you getting option A, 0.2? Okay, so this is bypass factor. Okay. But what if they ask you the value of contact factor or coil efficiency? If they ask you the value of contact factor or efficiency of the coil, so that is equal to 1 minus bypass factor. Okay, remember this thing. So now if you see this diagram, there are three types of, there is a diagram given, shear stress and velocity gradient curve is given here, and different name of the different types of fluid is also given. Bingham plastic, ideal fluid, shear thickening fluid, pseudoplastic, thixotropic. Now question is, my friends, you have to match the following. Now see, if I would be at your place, I would directly say, okay, this is thixotropic because I know the answer. Thixotropic. This is dilatant. This is Bingham. And if you are able to match from this diagram, then it's fine. That is C will be 1. C is 1. C is 1. Where is C1? That is this. These two will be the answer. So option C and D will be not the answer because Bingham plastic this. Shear thickening fluid. Shear thickening fluid is dilatant. Dilatant shear thickening, B is 3. B is 3. So option A will be the answer. Right? But my dear, shear thickening is dilatant. Dilatant is shear thickening, and this pseudoplastic is shear thinning. Okay. Thixotropic is time dependent shear thinning. It is also shear thinning, but time dependent shear thinning. So let me just draw a diagram of all the fluids here. Shear stress and velocity gradient. This curve is Newtonian fluid. This will be a curve like this, there will be a curve like this. For Newtonian fluid, N will be equal to 1 and B will be equal to 0. What is B? I will tell you after some time. This is dilatant. For dilatant, N is greater than 1 and this is pseudoplastic. Pseudoplastic, N is less than 1. Pseudoplastic is shear thinning. Now, if let's say this is from this point up to this point, this is B. B is nothing but this is called yield stress. This is the minimum yield stress required. This is Bingham plastic, ideal plastic, Bingham plastic. This is, there are two more curves here. This is thixotropic and this is rheopactic. Okay, for rheopactic n will be greater than 1, but B is not equal to 0. Here B is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, B is not equal to 0 and n less than 1. Clear? For Bingham plastic, B is not equal to 0 and n equal to 1. Clear? So this is the behavior of all the curves I have shown over here. Next question, an incompressible fluid, kinematic viscosity is given, specific gravity is also given in this question, is held between two parallel plates. If the top plate is moving with a velocity of 0.5 meter per second, while the bottom one is held stationary, the fluid attains a linear velocity profile in the gap of 0.5 mm between these plates. So basically we are having two plates. The top plate is moving with a velocity of 0.5 meter per second. The bottom plate is stationary. This is stationary. The distance between these two plates is 0.5 mm. You have to find the shear stress. Shear stress can be determined by mu du by dy. Simple formula. Here in this question they have given kinematic viscosity and specific gravity. And you know that kinematic viscosity is also, dynamic viscosity is equal to kinematic viscosity into density into du by dy. What is density? If the specific gravity is 0.88, density will be 880 kg per meter cube, right? Kinematic viscosity is given, everything is given, just put the value. Du will be equal to difference of these two velocity, relative velocity 0.5 and dy will be 0.5 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Just put all the values here and tell me the answer. Okay, very simple question. I'm also solving the question because as I told you, I don't solve the question before coming to the class. So just give me a few seconds. I'm also, maybe your speed might be better than mine because I usually don't solve these questions. The answer will be 0.6512 Pascal. Simple. Option B. Are you all getting this value? Tell me. It looks like some of the students have left the YouTube session. Maybe they have some other appointments. Maybe they have to go for some dinner with some loved one, or they have to have some phone conversation on phone, or maybe something more important. But at least those who have come to the session and they are present in the session from last 45 minutes, 44 minutes, thank you so much for, because it's a free session. It's your free will that you want to come to the session, you want to leave. I can't stop you. Okay, but giving 1 hour to these sessions, if you see here for mechanical, only one session is conducted in a day. Okay, that too at 8 p.m. a time which is suitable for all the type of students, whether you are doing some job, or you are a college going student, or you are preparing full time. And even after that, if you don't continue for at least 1 hour, if you don't study for 1 hour continuously, then God knows what you guys want to do. Two Carnot engines working between same temperature of 600 and 300 Kelvin. Employ two different working fluids. See, sometimes the questions looks like they have written so many big things and they will make that question is so much difficult. Okay, one of them uses a fluid of specific heat 2.302, other uses C. When you first time read this question, you will say, okay, let me do some calculation, let me try some calculation. But if you use your brain, you will see that they are saying that there are two Carnot engines. Both are Carnot engines working between same temperature. The temperature limit is 600 Kelvin and 300 Kelvin, right? Temperature is 600, 300. Both are Carnot engine. Now tell me, if they are both are Carnot engine, their efficiency will be, efficiency of first and second engine will be 1 minus 300 by 600, 50%. So what will the difference in the efficiency? Difference in the efficiency will be 0. So that's a simple concept. The velocity component in the x and y direction are given by the velocity component in the x and y, sorry, this is, let me just write it here. U is equal to lambda xy minus xy square. Okay, some mistake was there. And v is equal to x square y minus 4y cube. The value of lambda for the point 1, 1 where the flow is possible and the fluid is incompressible, you have to determine. So when they say the flow is possible, when can we say the flow is possible for a two-dimensional fluid where the velocity is varying in x and y direction? This is only possible if the continuity equation is satisfied. Continuity equation, you know continuity equation? If the continuity equation is satisfied, which is du by del u by del x plus del v by del y equal to 0. Only thing you have to do here is del u by del x will be, tell me, it will be lambda into y minus y square. Del v by del y will be x square minus 12y square. Okay. And here they are saying if you put 1, 1 means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 at these points. At these points, del u by del x will be lambda minus 1. Del v by del y will be 1 minus 12. So just put the value, you will get del u by del x is lambda minus 1 plus 1 minus 12 equal to 0. This will get cancelled out. You will get lambda is equal to 12. Okay, clear? Subhadeep, how are you getting option B, 13? Some calculation mistake again? Please see your calculation, check. Okay. All right. Following statements are made regarding Bernoulli equation to be applied between any 2 points along a streamline. Which of these is or are correct? The flow is steady and compressible. The flow is steady, incompressible, and curl of velocity is non-zero. Bernoulli equation, see, Bernoulli equations and their assumptions are important for your exam point of view. Okay, Bernoulli's equation assumptions. The first assumption makes it quite clear that should be ideal fluid, and if it is ideal fluid, the flow is inviscid, the flow is irrotational, the flow is incompressible. All right, can you see anything like that here? Also steady, ideal fluid is also steady. So the answer is steady, incompressible, and irrotational. I think only one option is there. Curl of velocity is non-zero. See, curl of velocity, if it is not equal to 0, the flow will be rotational. Clear? Any confusion? So the answer will be here only 3. Only R. B only. In order to avoid tendency of separation at the throat in a venturimeter, the ratio of diameter of the throat to the diameter of the pipe should be. This is a database question, fixed database question. If you know the answer, then you can definitely answer the question. Database question. Whenever you find this kind of question, then You should have studied before. The answer is 1 by 3 to 1 by 2. That is in order to avoid separation. Which separation they are talking about? Boundary layer separation. In the Venturi meter, in order to avoid the separation of the fluid, one thing you require is, one thing you need here is the angle of divergence should be less than 7 degree. Angle of divergence should be, angle of divergence in the divergent part of the Venturi meter should be less than 7 degree. And second thing is that the ratio of the diameter of the throat, this is the throat, to the diameter of the pipe should be this 1 by 3 to 1 by 2. Next question, you can check that. Okay, this is a database question. This is a very nice question, and I want all of you to take few seconds to firstly understand the question. Okay, understand what is given and then try to solve it. A cylindrical body of cross-sectional area A, height h, and density is rho s. See here, I was not getting the symbol for rho, so here this is rho. So this, it is denoted by P, but it is rho. Rho means density. Okay, here it is representing density. Is immersed to a depth h in a liquid of density rho and tied to the bottom with a string. Clear? So there is a cylindrical container, cylindrical body, which is placed in a liquid, and at the bottom there is a string which is, it is tied to the bottom of the container with a string. Clear? Understood the question? If you understood the question, tell me what is being asked. The tension in the string. How you can solve this question? This question cannot, it may look very tough question to you, but not so tough. First of all, you need to understand this cylindrical body will be having a tension. Now, what is the direction of tension? First of all, what is the direction of the weight? Direction of the weight will be in this direction. Weight of the body will be acting in the downward direction. Direction that, what will the direction of the buoyant force? The buoyant force which will be acting will be in the upward direction. What will the direction of the tension force? Tell me. What will the direction of tension? Yes, will it be in the same direction or in the opposite direction? See, if the string is stretching this, if you realize that string will try to stretch in this direction, but actually on this, if you see the cylindrical body, the tension will act in this direction. Okay, so on this cylindrical body, you will find the tension acting in this direction. Okay, because this is a free body diagram of a cylindrical body. Now, as per this, if the tension is in the upward direction, you can say the tension will be equal to, tension T will be equal to weight of the body minus the buoyant force. Correct? Tell me everyone, is it correct or wrong? What is the weight of the body? Weight of the body will be equal to density of the body, which is rho s, okay, into G into height of the body. What is the height of the body? Into h into A, right? What is the buoyant force? Buoyant force is equal to density of the fluid. Density of the fluid is rho into G. What is the h? What is here the h will be this h, because it is the weight of the submerged, sorry, it is the height of the submerged part of the body. This is taken as h. H into A. Clear? Is it clear to everyone or not? So the tension will be equal to rho s into h minus rho into G into, sorry, rho into h into G into A. Okay, this will be the answer. This should be the answer, but I think there is some mistake. Either I have done some mistake or it will try to stretch in this direction. Okay, sorry. So as per this, I think the direction of tension should be in this direction. Okay, direction of tension should be, they are taking direction of tension in this direction. We'll say tension acts in both the directions, so this will be in this direction, tension. So we can say the buoyant force is equal to tension plus weight of the body. Okay, so tension will be equal to buoyant force minus weight of the body. So if this will be the answer, then it will become just opposite this. Rho into H minus rho S into H. The answer will be option B. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? Yeah, tension will be taken away from the body. Clear? Maybe I have not studied mechanics from a long time, so I have done a little bit mistake here. So tension will be taken away from the body. Yes, this is a mechanics concept, away from the body. Very good. Next question, a manometer measures the pressure differential between two locations of the pipe carrying water. If the manometric liquid is mercury having a specific gravity of 13.6 and the manometer showed a level difference of 20 centimeter, then the pressure head difference of the water between the two tappings will be. It's a very simple question. The pressure head difference is equal to, because here we are having two types of fluid. One is manometric fluid is mercury, and the fluid, another fluid is water, right? So water has a density of density of 1000 kg per meter cube and a specific gravity of 1. Since the specific gravity of the fluid in the pipe is less than the specific gravity of the manometric fluid, then we'll apply this formula. It is H will be equal to X, specific gravity of the manometric fluid by specific gravity of the fluid in the pipe minus 1. Just put the values, we'll get the answer. It will be X is 20 centimeter 0.2, 13.6 by 1 minus 1. Solve it, you will get the answer, 2.52 meter. Yes. Next question. Very similar type of question. The pressure difference measured by a mercury oil differential manometer on the two sides of orifice meter gives a reading of 50 centimeter of mercury. Determine the differential pressure head in the orifice. Take the specific gravity of the oil as 0.9. Here the specific gravity of the oil is 0.9 and specific gravity of the mercury is in the manometer is 13.6. Again, specific gravity of the manometric fluid is greater than specific gravity of the oil. Again, the formula will be same. It is X. Okay, solve it. Tell me the answer quickly. Similar type of question. It will be 0.5, 13.6 by 0.9 minus 1. All right, get the answer. What will be the answer for this question? Tell me, everyone. After this, we'll be solving just one more question. Okay. See, I always say that come in the question for at least 1 hour. After 1 hour, I will not stop you. Okay. So this is the time. This is the duration of time I will be teaching you here on the YouTube channel. Last question for today. A fluid jet is discharging from a 100 mm nozzle and the vena contracta, and do not go anywhere. If any one of you want to study from Resultant through our paid courses, today we are providing you the best offer of the entire year. After that, I don't know whether we will be providing you this offer or not. Okay, so just wait till the end. I will be telling you that offer. A fluid jet is discharging from a 100 mm nozzle and the vena contracta formed has a diameter of 90 mm. If the coefficient of velocity is 0.95, then coefficient of discharge for the nozzle is. Coefficient of discharge is equal to coefficient of contraction into coefficient of velocity. You know this formula, right? If the coefficient of discharge you have to determine CD, it will be equal to coefficient of contraction into 0.95. Now problem is how to find the coefficient of contraction. Coefficient of contraction is equal to area of the vena contracta, which is the theoretical minimum area, to the actual minimum area, which is area at the exit of nozzle, that is area of the nozzle. Area you can find as pi by 4 d square of the vena contracta, okay, divided by pi by 4 d square of the nozzle. So this will get cancelled out. You can simply write it as 90 by 100 square. It will be 0.81. 0.81, this is 0.81 into 0.95. Simple. You will get the answer. What answer you are getting? 0.7695. So that's the last question for today's session. Rest of these questions will be taken care of in the tomorrow's session. So I want to tell you this very important thing here. These are the 3 batches here. Okay. Usually these are the prices, MRP price, and these are the offer price we used to provide you. But for today, what is the offer price, MRP price, I am going to tell you. Please be with me for one more minute. Okay. So only for today, this is the offer price, 60% off. 60. Hi Geet, good evening. How are you? I'm good. I'm fine. 60% off on all our resultant courses only for today. This offer is only valid for today, which is 5th of September, Teachers' Day. On this Teachers' Day, we are providing you 60% off on our courses of RRB JE. You can see we are providing 3 types of courses. Combined CBT1, CBT2 batch price is 3,999. Only for CBT1 the price is 1,999, and only for CBT2 the price is 2,399. If you don't avail this offer today, from tomorrow onwards this offer will not be valid. Okay. If you want to have any information, you can call on the number which is given here. Again I am writing 799 131 0416. You can call on this number to join this these courses and avail this offer. Okay. Hi Ravi Kumar, I am very happy for you. SSC 2023 selected. Very good. Very good. So proud of you and so much happy for you. Congratulations. Do not forget to share this session and like this session. And if you are new on this channel, YouTube channel, join first time on this channel and you don't know about this YouTube channel, let me tell you that on this YouTube channel from Monday to Friday, I will be taking the mechanical classes at 8 p.m. And this is the regular classes I'm providing you, but maybe on Saturday, Sunday also, Suraj Sir and Dheeraj Sadhan Sir will be taking classes at 8 p.m. Okay, but this timing is fixed at 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. I will be providing you mechanical classes at 8 p.m. You can come on this YouTube platform and study from here. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And Ravi, again, I'm very happy for you. It's good. Yeah, Ravi, I remember. Okay, you have got Ministry of Port Shipping Waterways, no? Have you joined? No, you have joined, but have you got posting now? I hope the weather is better, good there, nice there, and there's no pollution. You must be enjoying some seafood if you are a non-vegetarian. Okay, so thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you so much, everyone.